Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday. We've got our parts in. We are going to be working on Reckless back here. We've got the new kit here in front of us, which we're going to switch around and show you here in a moment. We're actually going to do a little bit of an unboxing, but tell me how excited you are.
Super excited.
This is going to be awesome. But we're going to do the unboxing right now, and then we're going to start working on the car. So 1 second. So we're going to show you exactly who this is from. Maybe some of you can actually know who that's from right there. We're super excited about that, but go ahead and open it up.
Right. Friggin' heavy. 42 pounds. We've got vertical doors incorporated. Their label. And essentially what it is, it's a hinge for the cars.
Yep.
Or for the car to, and Trey's gonna have to help me out with this because I'm totally
it's hard to do with no door on it, but yeah. Basically it's to do the exact same thing that Sylvia does with the butterfly doors, the Lambo doors.
Yep. So I'm super excited.
We got to go through and build the kit, and then after we build the kit, we're gonna have to go through and start tearing apart Reckless over here, which Marius has no idea how labor intensive this is. I told him how long it took me to do by myself. I did mine in my garage. It took me 8 hours all by myself, and that was to do both doors. But anyways, we're gonna go through and get this kit taken apart, get it all put together, and then we will pull the car in. Okay, so we've already got the inner fender well separated from the actual the front fascia here, and we just gotta go through and take out these bolts that are here that are actually holding on the fender well, or at least for the front portion of it, and then we got to do the back side as well to actually be able to separate this whole piece off the door. So we'll get that done and then we'll be right back. Okay, so at this point we've got the inner fender well detached, as well as the lower skirt. We got the bolts already taken out, which is actually part of the fender. Now Marius is going through and is taking out the top portion here. We actually do have 2 bolts that we got to take apart here, and at that point then the whole piece should be able to lift off.
Alright boys, we are out and ready to go.
Go. One on. Go.
And it only took about an hour.
Okay, so at this point we've gotten the speaker taken out. We've actually got the door swing removed, which is actually what holds the door. When you open it up, it locks it into place. We've got that already taken out. We're gonna go through and put the door card back together here, which right now we've got the whole thing taken off. Everything is unlatched from the door itself, but we gotta go through and put all this stuff back together. Then we can go on the outside of the car, get everything all taped up. Once we tape it up, then we can take off the factory hinges to go through and then put on the Lamborghini doors. So we're gonna get that done and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got the door cards put back on. We're just putting in the last piece. This is actually just a cover piece to hide the ugly bolts, but now we've got that, so now that swings freely. We just gotta go through and finish putting it. We gotta go through and tape it up. Obviously, we've already had it taped earlier. We're just undoing the tape because I had a special moment. I forgot we had to do this part first. So, fix that, now we're on to step 2. Okay, so at this point we've got everything taped up. We do have some markers to make sure we keep the same body gap, because obviously we don't want the door shifting, because if we do, that would create the point of contact for the fender and the door itself. If we have like a rub, it'll ruin everything. It'll start flaring out the fender, like I had the issue on Sylvia because of everybody getting in and out of my car and opening the door too wide. So we're just going to go through and prevent that by keeping everything taped in place. And now we're going to go through and take off the hinges themselves, as well as the wiring harness, and then we will get everything buttoned back up. Okay, so we've got the hinge on there. Now we are taking the tape off. We stopped for a quick bite to eat for lunch, and now we're going through. The only thing we didn't redo is the wiring, because looking at the hinge, it looks like we're going to have to worry about some clearance issues, which is normal, but we just got to go through and get all this taken off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're getting the fender put back on. We actually have the door in perfect alignment. We put the tape around there just as an edge guard for now, just so we can get everything straightened up to where we want it, to where we're not having any rubbing issues. And once we get that back into place where it's supposed to be, it'll be all good to go on this side, then we can do the other. Okay, we're gonna have Marius open the door real quick so you can see what it does. Goes out, and then it goes up. That is so awesome. And we got the lit footwell there, and the door sill, and he's actually got the ground effects here too that actually puts the ponies on the ground. However, it doesn't work when it's up, but that's okay. So, got this side completely done. Now we're just gonna flip to the other side and get that done, but we're gonna move the car in so we can actually get some better light, because this is obviously not a quick process, but turned out perfect.
What's up, guys?
What's going on? So we're taking a quick coffee break because it's been a very long day. We started obviously very early this morning and it's dark outside, but we wanted to make sure everything was done proper. His car is definitely coming apart differently than mine did. His, obviously because it's newer, uses a lot more plastic and a lot more plastic clips, so we didn't want to break anything. But obviously the driver's side came out perfect. But we're gonna stop and have some coffee. He's actually finishing up the rocket that we had the other day from our collab with Dave, and then I've got the Sumatra as well, so I'm actually having some more from the other day too. The same one that I had, but either way, we're gonna go through and do that, and then we are gonna use the sweetened condensed milk from our Russian friend. And after we get that, we're gonna get back to work. So we will catch you guys back outside. Okay, so we've got the coffee made. Totally forgot that we should have done a reaction video after we made the coffee. So, Marius, go ahead and tell everybody what you think of the coffee. Go ahead and describe it for them.
Well, it's hot. Yeah, so, yeah, very hot. Normally when I have my espressos, I cool them down, and I just forgot to do that this time, but boy, can you tell the difference. I never had drip coffee before, so I didn't know what to expect. And that condensed milk that your Russian friend had mentioned and suggested and you implemented is actually really, really good.
Yeah.
I like it.
She knows some stuff about some stuff too.
That's great.
Yeah. But we'll see if there's anything else that I learned there or not.
No, but good.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts when you had this?
I mean, I had this the other day. The other day, though, I didn't have the sweetened condensed milk. All I had was straight milk. And having the sweetened condensed milk, I was right. Having the earthiness of this coffee with the sweetness of the sweetened condensed milk, it definitely is a lot better pairing for sure. Even if I was to use like a sweetened creamer, like from Coffee Mate or somebody like that, it would have a little bit more taste to it on that side of things. But I like this one. It's pretty good. But anyways, now we're gonna finish our coffee, and then we're gonna go back outside, and then we will continue the video and see you guys there.
Awesome. Peace.
So, peace out. Okay, so we got Reckless home. Obviously got the doors up. Turned out perfect. So happy with that. That's so awesome. Turned out so much better. Oh yeah. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we got everything done. We got him home, and we are both tired because that took a lot longer than it did on Sylvia. It took 14 hours for his, but that was because he had a lot more clips and bolts and everything else. But either way, we're all good to go. Gonna end the video here, and you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.